Rob Riegle of VMware, it's great to see you. Thanks for joining me today. What are some of the emerging technologies that you're seeing that the government's asking for, that industry's delivering, that could really change the way that GEOINT practitioners do their jobs?
We're talking with a lot of customers between the intelligence community, the special operating forces, and the Department of Defense, really around three key things. First of all, it's trusted platforms and applications. It is tools that necessitate the delivery of data-driven decision making. And then the third thing is really how do we improve the user experience delivered by cross-cloud services? Mm-hmm. And so those three things for VMware are paramount when you look at emerging technologies like delivering analytics on the edge for DDIL environments. Number two, we talk about the implementation of zero trust and beyond zero trust for the needed security tools to keep us ahead of our adversaries. Mm-hmm. And then finally, how are we going to employ and meaningfully use artificial intelligence, machine learning, and any of that algorithmic data-driven platforms? Mm-hmm. Those are some of the areas that our customers are highly interested in that we're spending a lot of time.
Well, the second one of those that you mentioned, tools for data-driven decision making. Yeah. What are some of the tools that government's drawing on, and what are some of the ones that maybe they're not realizing the full potential of, do you think?
Yeah, I think one where we spend a lot of time is if you think back, a decade or two when we were sort of younger, you had a lot of sophistication being put into man-in-the-middle attacks, DHCP snooping, all the different techniques hackers were using. Those same tools today are being utilized with APIs, application programmable interfaces. And so we spend a lot of time really securing those interfaces. Secondarily, it is again around advanced cryptographic, ability for us to protect, our data, whether it's at rest or in motion. And then finally, again, really delivering on the principles of security in motion, whether you're in an enterprise or a distributed environment, you're afloat, aloft if you're in the Department of Defense. Certainly geospatial and the emerging space frontier, being able to deliver that consistent experience.
A lot of discussion here about delivering data to the edge. Is that the reason why that data in motion security is so important?
Yeah, I think it's really two primary things. First of all, you don't typically get into conflict in your hometown, right? You're all over the place. We saw actually recently with the Ukraine, how they're using some of the commercial satellite technologies to really change the outcome of that, of that conflict. And then second, cost, right? If you're having to go from, where you happen to be to a home base and back, you're paying for all that, both in terms of latency, but also in terms of ingress, egress, and some of the fees associated. And so cost is a big delineator.
Rob, it's great to see you. Thanks very much for joining me.
Absolutely. Thank you.